In 15th century Japan, a shogun accidentally broke one of his favorite tea bowls. Instead of throwing it away or hiding the crack, his craftsmen did something unexpected. They repaired it using gold. Not to hide the damage, but to highlight it. The bowl became more valuable broken and repaired than it had ever been whole. This practice, called Kintsugi, is one of the most visible expressions of a much deeper Japanese philosophy, Wabi Sabi. It's the belief that imperfection, age, and impermanence aren't flaws to hide, they're where real beauty actually lives. In a world obsessed with filters, flawless finishes, and constant self-improvement, Wabi Sabi offers something radically different: permission to be unfinished. In this video, I'll break down what Wabi Sabi really means and how this centuries-old mindset can change the way you see yourself, your home, and your life. Wabi Sabi is actually two separate words merged into one philosophy. Wabi originally meant the loneliness of living simply, away from society. But over time, it evolved to mean a rustic, understated simplicity, free from excess and decoration. Sabi means the beauty that comes with age, the patina on old wood, the moss on a stone, the fading of a color over decades. Together, Wabi Sabi describes a way of seeing the world where nothing is permanent, nothing is finished, and nothing is perfect. And all of that is exactly what makes something beautiful. A weathered wooden table tells a story a brand new one never could. A worn leather journal feels more alive than a pristine one still in its packaging. The first principle of Wabi Sabi is accepting that nothing lasts, and that this is not a tragedy, but the natural order of things. Cherry blossoms in Japan are celebrated specifically because they only bloom for about 2 weeks each year. Their beauty is inseparable from how briefly they exist. Wabi Sabi asks you to apply this same acceptance to your own life. Your body will age, relationships will change, seasons of your life will end. Fighting this reality causes suffering. Accepting it, the Japanese philosophy suggests, is where peace actually begins. The second principle is actively finding beauty in flaws rather than just tolerating them. This is where Kintsugi becomes the clearest metaphor. When a piece of pottery breaks, Western instinct is often to discard it or hide the repair. Kintsugi does the opposite. The crack is filled with gold lacquer, turning the exact spot where the object failed into its most striking feature. Applied to a human life, this principle suggests that your scars, mistakes, and struggles aren't things to hide from the world. They can become the most interesting, most human parts of who you are, if you choose to see them that way. The third principle is a preference for simplicity over excess. Traditional Japanese aesthetics favor natural materials, muted colors, and empty space over elaborate decoration. A wabi-sabi room isn't filled with matching furniture and polished surfaces. It has a few well-chosen, well-worn objects with plenty of open, breathable space between them. This isn't minimalism for the sake of looking clean, like danshari. It's minimalism that leaves room for imperfection and age to be seen and appreciated, rather than something to declutter away. It's worth slowing down on Kintsugi specifically because it captures Wabi Sabi more completely than almost anything else. The process is slow and deliberate, lacquer mixed with gold dust, applied by hand, often taking weeks to properly cure and set. The craftsman doesn't rush to erase the damage, they honor it, layer by layer. The finished piece is never meant to look like it was never broken, it's meant to look like it survived being broken, and that survival is visible, permanent, and beautiful. Many therapists and psychologists have started using Kintsugi as a direct metaphor for healing from trauma or hardship, not returning to who you were before, but integrating what happened into a new, equally valuable version of yourself. Here's how to start applying Wabi Sabi this week. Step 1. Choose one object in your home you'd normally hide or replace because it's worn, chipped, or imperfect, and instead display it proudly. Let it be a small, daily reminder that wear isn't damage, it's history. Step 2. Practice noticing impermanence without anxiety. A wilting flower, a fading photograph, a changing season. And simply observe it, rather than trying to preserve or fix it. Step 3. Reframe one personal flaw or past mistake you've been hiding, and consider how it might actually be part of what makes you distinct, rather than something to erase. Step 4. Simplify one space in your home, removing excess decoration and leaving open, breathable space around the few objects that matter most to you. 3 mistakes commonly get in the way. Mistake 1. Treating Wabi Sabi as just an aesthetic trend. Buying deliberately distressed furniture misses the point entirely, since real Wabi Sabi comes from authentic age and use, not manufactured imperfection. Mistake 2. Confusing Wabi Sabi with giving up or neglect. It's not about ignoring flaws, it's about consciously choosing not to hide them. And mistake 3. Rushing the process, especially with emotional healing. Kintsugi takes weeks because gold lacquer needs time to properly set. Real acceptance of imperfection takes time too, and can't be forced overnight. Wabi Sabi doesn't ask you to stop growing or improving. It just asks you to stop waiting for perfect before you allow yourself to feel beautiful, worthy, or at peace. Your cracks don't need to be hidden. They can be filled with gold. If you found this valuable, subscribe for more videos on the Japanese philosophies shaping how the world thinks about beauty, mastery, and a meaningful life. See you in the next one.